No, never had it done before.
If you've been feeling blocked up lately or everything's just sounding a little bit muffled, you might want to watch this. Today I'm having my earwax removed for the very first time using a procedure called Microsuction. So let me talk you through exactly what happened and how it felt.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk Tinnitus. Today I am at work. If you don't know me, I'm Carrie Slount and I've had tinnitus my whole life, and I only recently, about a year and a half ago, got set up with hearing aids. So this is what I'm wearing at the moment to help me with my hearing loss and my tinnitus as a result of that hearing loss, and they really have changed my life. But today I'm talking all about earwax and earwax removal. So at the clinic, I actually am an earwax removal practitioner, and I started this journey of working in the audiology field since having this passion for advocating about tinnitus and spreading awareness for it. There is actually so much you can do for tinnitus, so if you've clicked on my channel because you have tinnitus yourself, just have a look through the other videos, and there are so many different tips that I share about how to live happily with tinnitus. And if you didn't know, earwax can actually cause tinnitus itself. So anything that's creating a loss in your hearing, whether it's conductive or sensory neural, this can actually cause tinnitus as a result, as a symptom of this loss. If you're feeling muffled, or if suddenly your hearing's going in and out and it's feeling a little bit strange, it could be earwax, and tinnitus could just be a result of that. Get the wax taken out and you'll be good to go. Symptoms of earwax include muffled hearing, crackling noises, pain, discomfort, feeling like you're in an echo chamber. 1 in 5 people actually get earwax in their lifetime that they need taking out, and 50% of those people don't realise that they need it taking out. So unless you come into clinic or you have like a sensation of fullness, you'll never know. Because I've never had it done myself, I'm quite intrigued to how it feels. You know, some people say it's a weird sensation. I've had irrigation done, but I've not had this. So I'm going to talk you through the whole feeling of it all. I've only got a tiny bit, but we'll see how it goes. This is the Microsuction tool. So it's actually a 25 times zoom and it's ENT grade. So what Steve will do is look through this microscope here and he'll see exactly what's going on. We go into the little cupboard here. This is actually the safety deposit room. It used to be an old bank, so we've kind of kept it in line with the theme. And this is what Steve is going to be using to take my wax out today. These are what we call speculars. They go into the ear canal and they open it up so we can see exactly what's going on. And this is the Microsuction tool. Let me talk you through exactly what this is. When I do earwax removal on people, as soon as I show them this, I can see their faces kind of drop because they're expecting water. But in reality, this is the primary method that we use for wax removal. It's the safest, most effective and precise kind of way of doing it. And the whole thing is not going in your ear, okay? So it's just that 1 centimetre, just about there, that's going in your ear and taking it out. This is your ear. This here is your ear canal, and it's about 2.5 centimetres long on average. It goes up to your tympanic membrane, which is your eardrum. Your eardrum then vibrates the ossicles that are connected, so it's your handle of malleus, the incus, and then the stapes, goes into your cochlea, vibrates some little hair cells, and then it goes up straight to your brain and creates sound. So what we're actually doing is wax is produced on the outer third of your ear canal. So here's the Microsuction tool. Obviously it's not the size. If your ear was that big, I'd be sending you straight to A&E. The Microsuction tool will be flipped over, but it goes in and it only goes about here to where the wax is, and then it will take it out. My wax is sitting around this area here. If you poke cotton buds down your ear, it can jam it down here, which we can get out with this, but sometimes we use water as well.
Look in your ears and see what's going on. Okay, so you have got some wax down in the ears there. So
I have, yeah.
Down there. How have you been finding your ears? Have you been having any discomfort or anything at all?
Yeah, it's been itchy, especially with hearing aids. So I've been prodding my hearing aid in my ear.
Yeah.
So that's, been a bit uncomfortable. But I mean, I don't think it's affecting my hearing, but I guess if my hearing aid's kind of pushing onto it, it could.
Could do, yeah.
Yeah.
Spin yourself around, let's have a look at the other one. A similar amount in that side, so it's
about
just
the same.
sitting towards the bottom. So if we look on there, so that's your right side there. So we've just got this element of wax. Possibly, I wouldn't have thought that it would be affecting the hearing and the hearing aids,
Yeah.
although it could be given a bit of irritation because your hearing aid's going to have pushed that to there.
Yeah.
So, and if it's pushing against it, you could be getting slight irritation. So, worthwhile because you've been getting that kind of itchiness and irritation. Let's get that wax out for you.
No, never had it done before. What does it feel like? Is it strange? Because I mean, I do a lot of people's ears, but I've never actually felt it myself. I can imagine what it feels like. Got giant ear canals. You should see my dad's. Oh my god! When we went on the aeroplane, I said to him, "Do you want some like sleep like kind of headphones in to block out the sound?" Lost it in his ear. Nearly. He was so happy. Bless him. Sorry, Dad.
Okay, Karis, so I'm just going to get set up. So I'm just going to pop the speculum in your ear.
Yeah.
Get your head back on the headrest. Pop that in the ear there. Okay. And get the microscope set up so I can see which way I'm going. That's perfect. So we're going to put the suction on. So
It's quite hard to stay still.
well, just do your best for me, okay? So that's the kind of noise you're going to hear.
Louder
okay?
than I thought it would be.
That's it. That's it. So nice and still for me. Try not to talk for me. Try and keep as still as you can. Nice and still. Let's get that out for you. You okay there?
Yeah.
Okay. And it's as simple as that.
Ooh.
Okay.
It's so much more different than I thought it was going to be. It just sounds like you've got a bloody tornado in there.
Okay, Karis, so
Yep.
pop your head back again and tilt your head away. And let me just get set up first of all. Pop the speculum in your ear there. Okay, that's fine. So you'll hear the suction noise nice and still for me. Perfect. Nice and simple.
Yeah.
Nice and simple.
So it's quite a nice one to get used to, actually. So a lot of people might actually be thinking, what on earth is that at the bottom? And
Okay.
obviously the obvious is it's an eardrum, but can you explain through like what's going on with it? Because it looks alien-like. You've never seen it before.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, your ear canal obviously is a tube, and at the end of the tube is the eardrum itself. So the dark part at the back there, that's the eardrum itself, okay? And then you've got the handle of malleus, which is one of your ossicles, which is actually attached to the eardrum, as part of the eardrum, effectively. And then you've got a cone of light bouncing off there that's a little bit more apparent there on your left side, okay? So the left one's just flips around, it's the other way around. But essentially, that down at the bottom is your eardrum, and it's completely normal, completely healthy on both sides. So nothing there's giving us any
Brilliant.
concerns.
No, that's fine. Great.
Okay,
Thank
no
you very
problem.
much.
Okay. Show you on the screen after. So. Okay then. So as before, that was your before picture on your right ear,
Yeah.
and that's the after. So we've got rid of that
Brilliant.
chunk of wax that's at the bottom there. There's just a line of dead skin around
Yeah.
the side. That's normal, that's natural. We don't want to be messing about with that. Nice healthy ear down there, and that's fine. So that was potentially irritating you,
Yeah.
your hearing aid, the dome of your hearing aid being in there. Now that's all gone now.
Would that be
and that'll
normal
fine.
for someone that didn't have hearing aids?
Yeah, I mean, we'll have people that come in just for earwax removal. Now, if you came in, you weren't wearing a hearing aid, you weren't having any other problems, you just wanted your ears checked, and you came in with that amount of wax, we'd probably suggest that you just leave it.
Just leave it.
Okay, because that will start to work its way out. But with wearing your hearing aid, if we leave that for another 6 months, that amount of wax is going to double, and then that's going to start affecting
And that's
your
why
hearing
you shouldn't
aids.
use any cotton buds then, because
Yeah.
if it's there
Yeah.
and you know it can easily work its way out, if you push it any more,
Yeah.
that kind of
You
causes a lot of
push it in,
damage.
yeah. Pushes it further down, and then the ear doesn't have any mechanism to actually
Yeah.
push it back out. Then, so, but you're all nice and clear now, and
Yeah.
you know you're not dead.
No,
And
not dead. It's quite a nice feeling actually.